Welcome, listeners. On this episode, cops ID alleged NYC serial attacker who fatally stabbed beloved elderly lotto winner. That and more starts right now on Chris Talks.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up, listeners? Where's my background? Yeah, take that down. Just have it. All right, what's up, listeners? How y'all doing? I am Chris Talks, and this is Chris Talk, where we talk about any and everything under the sun. All right, so that's for all my new listeners, and for my old listeners and my subscribers, welcome back. Glad y'all could be here. So, let's just get right into this story with let's just get into it. Play it for me, will you?
A guy once busted for randomly slashing a stranger is the suspected Brooklyn serial attacker who fatally stabbed an 83-year-old man after the victim had just hit the lottery, cops and pals said Sunday. The details surfaced as chilling revelations also emerged about the deadly assault, which was caught on surveillance video and includes the assailant kicking the beloved elderly man for good measure after stabbing him, police sources added to the post. Suspect Giovanni Vale, 26, allegedly randomly first slugged a woman, slashed another female stranger and then followed and ambushed elderly Ramon Cintron. All in less than 1 horrific hour in Saturday's Borum Hill crime spree, cops said. Police are now hunting for Vale. We were supposed to go visit Cintron on Friday, and he wasn't feeling good, and he had to go into the hospital, the tragic man's nephew, Angel Cintron, told the Post, noting his uncle had a pacemaker. He came out Saturday morning, and the first thing he did was go over and play his numbers at that corner deli. He always went to the corner to play the numbers. His whole life he did that. 2 neighbors added to the Post on Sunday that Cintron scored in a game of chance before he was killed. It was unclear how much money the victim may have won, but Angel said police told the family that Raymond's wallet was missing, which makes perfect sense now. A robbery is the only reason somebody would hurt him. He was so kind to everyone, Angel said of his slain uncle. Cintron's niece, Elisa, said Ramon, who was affectionately nicknamed Flaco, Spanish for skinny, was so full of life. He was very independent and genuinely a nice, happy, friendly person, she said. He worked at the same pharmacy until it went out of business. He worked into his 70s. She said her father, Raymond's brother, isn't doing too well. He has a very tough job of telling everyone in the family what happened, Elisa said. He is taking it very hard. I've never seen him like this. No one would ever think that this is how Flaco would leave. The victim's neighbors shared their affection for Ramon, too. I love that old man like my grandfather, Victor Santiago, the manager of Papa Firo Grocery in Borum Hill, told the Post of Cintron on Sunday. He comes every day at 5 pages M. and hangs out and plays the lotto and the scratch-off. He does favors for everyone. He's like a grandfather to the neighborhood, Santiago said. Vale has at least 3 prior arrests, including for slashing a stranger in Brooklyn in September 2020. In that case, Vale was charged with criminal possession of a weapon, menacing an assault in the attack on a 36-year-old man in front of 502 President Street in Carroll Gardens. Vale was previously charged with forcible touching in Brooklyn's Crown Heights neighborhood in 2016 and public lewdness in the borough's 84th precinct, which includes Borum Hill, in 2015. He was identified in Ramon Cintron's slaying from surveillance cameras in the area, according to police. Vale and Cintron were neighbors. They both lived in the same building in the Wyckoff Gardens public housing complex. Vale's alleged violent spree began around 1 p.m., when he allegedly randomly slugged a 47-year-old woman at the intersection of Pacific Street and 3rd Avenue, police sources said. Less than a half hour later, he allegedly randomly slashed another woman, 31, in her leg in front of 134 Nevins Street before running off, cops said. Shortly before 2 p.m., cops then found Cintron lying on his back in a pool of blood after he was stabbed to death in the elevator on the 19th floor of Wyckoff Houses, just steps from his apartment, according to police. Surveillance cameras in the building allegedly show Vale entering the building around 1:30 p.m. and disappearing from view for about 11 minutes before he's seen returning to the lobby in different clothes, sources said. Shortly before 1:45 p.m., he then gets into the elevator with Cintron, with the two seen chatting before Vale allegedly whips out a knife and stabs the elderly victim in the neck, according to sources. Vale then allegedly kicks Cintron before he is seen running to the stairwell and fleeing the scene, sources said. The elevator goes up to the 21st floor, where Cintron's foot keeps the door from closing, where a neighbor spotted him and called 911, the sources said. The elderly victim had slash wounds to his neck and right arm and was pronounced dead at the scene. Flacco, everybody loved him, the neighbor said. He had a lot of heart. He goes over to that grocery store, Papa Firo, every day and plays the number, and yesterday he was going to collect on a winner, the friend said. And he followed him. I stay away from him, the neighbor said of Vale.
Alright. Well, listen, I stay away from him too. I would stay away from him too. But, as y'all heard, this man was 83, right? Yeah, 83 years old. 83 years old. I think we had talked about this guy before. Yeah, because he was stabbed in the elevator. 83 years old. Stabbed in the elevator after winning the lottery. You believe that? You go play the lottery. You win. Find out that you got the winning ticket. You don't say nothing to nobody. You know, you just cruising and everything. And here comes this a-hole to come and freaking rob you. All right, like this is what I would like. This is what I would want to know. Is did these people have any sort of past history of being confrontational with each other? Because even though the man was 83 years old, sometimes, now we all know, sometimes you meet that one old grumpy man or woman who just sit there and want to curse you out for no reason because everything is wrong in their life, or just because they old. They just want to curse. They don't have no reason of why they want to curse you out, but they find one. They definitely find one. I would want to know also is if this guy had any problems with the family members, because they all lived in the same building. Now, I don't know where y'all from, but I'm from Brooklyn. Okay, and this story brings us to Brooklyn. But where I'm from, sometimes if people can't catch you, they'll mess with your family members. It's wrong. It's not the right thing to do, because if you got a problem with me, you need to come talk to me. You don't need to go mess with any of my family members. You know, that's some pussy. You know what I'm saying? So that's my question. Did this guy have any issue with the family member? Did the man yell out, "I won"? Did the store know that he won? It's a lot of questions to ask if these two men been living in the same building for a few years and they don't mention nothing. And then this guy was like the the grandpa to the neighborhood. One person has stated he was like the grandpa to the neighborhood. So I don't really think that he was probably like a real big pain in the butt or whatever. I don't think so, but yo, I don't live in a neighborhood. I don't live in a neighborhood. Turn that down a bit. I don't live in a neighborhood. So I don't know what goes on. That's what I'm saying. This guy, they saying he was a nice old man, which could be very well true, but he could have just treated this one person like crap. I mean, we don't know. And that's just the truth. Nobody really necessarily knows. But it just seems to me kind of odd that these two men were just living in the same building for so long and they never really, got into it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe this guy, Raymond, no, not Raymond. What is it? The other guy? Maybe he's just like one of them career criminals. Maybe that's just what he do. He saw this old guy. He saw a victim, and he went for it. He took a shot. Not to say that's a good thing, but I mean, what? It's really stupid. It's really dumb. Um, this guy is definitely gonna sit in jail and rot for that murder, which he should because killing somebody that old. I mean, let me tell you something, people. Even if he was this horrible old man that was just yelling and screaming at people, whatever. Dude, he's freaking 83 years old. What the hell is he gonna do to you? But call the cops. Or try to do that old man broom swing. You know how they just pick, I mean, what is he gonna do to you? Nothing. So I mean, like this guy, you wasted your time. You robbed this guy for his lottery ticket, which they probably even recovered. I don't know the law about that. If your family could recover the money, and I don't know, in the event of his death, I don't know. I would have to look that up. But I'm not going to look it up. But I asked someone if one of the staff members want to look it up. Y'all more than free because I'm not looking it up. I have never won the lottery, so that's not something I need to know. But want to look it up and we'll report it. Before we get to our next story, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do. All the links are right there on your screen. Hit us up at Chris Talks 1190 to hear this broadcast on YouTube, and check out our Facebook page where Ed and them put up some really inspirational stuff up there to help you with your day, help you with your morning, just to get you going. Read something positive, keep that blood, keep that positivity in your brain. You know what I mean? So hit me up with all that stuff. Y'all know what to do. Share, like, hit that notification bell so every time we put up one of these videos, y'all will get it because, man, I don't know. All right, let's get into our next story. We do have another story, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, right? So check out the second one. The second story is Durham State. It says Durham State lawmakers visit to an inmate on Rikers Island. One of the inmates set the jail on fire. Set his cell on fire. Who the hell does that? Why would you set your cell on fire? I hope he wasn't in it. I hope he wasn't in it, boy, because I don't... Listen, play the report. Can you play that report? Play that report from the top, please.
Authorities reported that a fire started by an inmate at the notorious Rikers Island in New York City damaged 20 persons on the day when lawmakers visited the correctional facility, according to the fire department. 15 of the injured were sent to hospitals for treatment while the other 5 chose not to receive it. On Friday, there was no word on the victims' health. The fire started on a day when several Democratic state legislators went to Rikers Island to express their opposition to Governor Kathy Hochul's suggestions for altering New York's bail procedures. One of the main obstacles impeding agreement on the state budget is the proposal to give judges more discretion when determining bail. State legislators left before the injuries were reported. The legislators made note of the surge in Rikers Island fatalities and threatened terrible consequences if the bail reforms passed in 2019 are undone and more prisoners are sent to Rikers and other jails. Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani remarked, "We will have blood on our hands if we allow these changes to be implemented in our New York state budget." The apartment where the fire occurred was not visited by state legislators, and it appears that they left before it was reported. Back quote.
All right. Thank you, Miss AI. Yeah, man, she read that report good. Yeah. All right. That's another story that's bugged out. Why in the hell are you setting your cell on fire? Man, listen. If I was, listen, he better hope he's one of the injured. He better hope he got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th burn degrees on him. Because when I get out the hospital, I come back, it's on. Whatever block, C block, D block, E block, A block, I don't know about those blocks, but it'll be on. It'll be on. General pop, you go and get popped. It will be on up in there. On. The hell you setting everything on fire for? Because you mad? You better do some push-ups. Do some chin-ups. Something. Hell, you trying to kill everybody in the jail. And you could do, and I mean, you got to think about what is that, 20 persons? 20, yes. 20 persons was hurt. 15 of them had to go to the hospital. The other 5 didn't want no kind of help at all. You better not be part of that 5. Because if I'm part of that 15, they better move you out of that jail because we going to have a serious problem. I'm telling you, as soon as I get out that hospital, we going to have a problem. Because, you got to think about it. Just think about this. If you was only in jail, Rikers Island, because Rikers Island, you could do 5 days, 10 days there, 3 days, whatever. You could be just sentenced to a few days or a few months. And this a-hole don't set the damn cell on fire. Half the dang on jail on fire. What type of crap is that? So now, what the state going to have to worry about is being sued by those people who went to the hospital, because this is definitely 100% a lawsuit. Definitely a lawsuit. 100% a lawsuit. And I would want to see that report. Because were they going to talk outside or inside of the jail? That's the question I would have. Was they outside or inside of the jail? If they was outside, come on. If they went inside the jail, that's a different story, because this person might have done that just because he knew that they were coming in the jail. Not to the jail, but in the jail. Because if they come in to the jail, you don't know where some lawmakers is going to be coming to the jail. You don't know if they're going to be outside or inside. You don't know. Unless he's one of those idiots to where he heard that and just automatically assumed that they was going to be inside of the jail. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there because these are the questions that I would have. I would want to know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming y'all have the same questions, because to me that really, I don't know what that person was trying to do, but I will tell you this: for that person, okay, you just got yourself a longer sentence because you definitely going to get arson. So you just got yourself a longer sentence, and you help 19 other inmates get bread because they about to sue. They about to sue the ass off the state. So you just help them get some money. That's it. CEOs, they might be up in there too, trying to grab something out of there. You know what I mean? Trying to get their hand up in the little pot a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I got asthma. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying. Ed is back there having a heart attack. He over there laugh. Don't pee on yourself, Ed. Okay, listen. Let's get out of here, everybody. Let's shut this down. All right, everybody, I want to thank y'all for tuning in and listening to my show. All my subscribers, I want to thank y'all for subscribing. Please continue to listen because I'm doing this for the people. If y'all don't listen, I don't want to do this. I want to thank everybody out there for listening. Y'all know what to do. All the information is right there on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, Chris Talks 1190. You know what I mean? Check out the Facebook page. And we out of here, right, y'all? Yeah, we out of here. I'm hungry as hell. All right, everybody, stay blessed. Nope. Stop. Thank y'all for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me. I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed, not stressed. Until next episode, y'all. I'll see y'all later.